Dana White on hand here with you. And Dana, each team has got 4 wins. All the fights so far have ended in finishes. You've got to pretty much say this is the best opening round there's been on a show.
Oh, without a doubt. This season is so awesome. You know, the concept of bringing in all world champions from, different organizations to see who gets to face the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, Demetrius Johnson. When we first started talking about it, I wasn't sure if we were going to be able to pull it off. And then as it started to come together, I was super excited. Again, a division that I've talked about for so long, and where the champ is so dominant and such a great fighter, but the division hasn't got the respect that I feel it deserves. And it's good to see so many people talking positively about this season of The Ultimate Fighter.
So is that where the hesitation came from, though? You just didn't know if you'd be able to find enough talent in that division to challenge it?
No, I just think it's the cool place that we're in right now in this sport. Mm-hmm. When we first got into this thing, it was the Wild Wild West.
Yeah.
Everything, and I think that the fact that other promotions would let their guys come here to be a part of this thing was so cool. I'm telling you guys, when I was standing in there doing the stand-up for the first episode, and I'm standing there looking at all these guys with their belts, it was badass. I kept getting the goosebumps like every 5 seconds. It was so cool.
And they're proving that they're extremely talented, very
Absolutely.
technical, and what do you think about Brandon Moreno's win over Louis Smolka?
Right? How about that? What a testament to this season of TUF.
Yeah.
When he comes in and then beats, nobody saw that. And then to beat him by submission.
Yeah.
In the first round, early, yeah. How many of these guys do you think will get a shot in the UFC?
I mean, the thing is with this class is normally we're looking at, could these guys be, UFC fighters?
Right.
All of these guys, they're all champions and great fighters. So we'll see how this thing plays out. At the end of the day, Shelby and Silva and Mick will make that decision. So
You gonna miss Joe? Speaking of Joe Silva.
Oh yeah, Joe and I have been together for 16 years, and we have a very good working relationship, and obviously it flows now after 16 years. So this whole thing, a lot of people, Lorenzo's gone, and a lot of other people are, Dave Schaller just announced that he's leaving, another guy who I love and respect and love working with. So yeah, it's going to be different, but there's a lot of good things going on.
Absolutely. Well, Henry Cejudo, obviously one of the coaches, a very talented fighter. This guy can get no respect on this show. Have you noticed that everybody picks on him? Everybody gives him such a hard time. We saw him in the Coaches Challenge get absolutely demolished.
I'm going to tell you what
Top Golf, but he hangs in there. He's got a good attitude.
What was weird about the Coaches Challenge to me is Cejudo is a, he's an Olympic, Olympic medalist, and it just seemed like he wasn't even trying. It's like he didn't care.
Yeah.
Whereas Joe was seriously focused and wanted to beat him. And I actually could tell, because not only does Cejudo have to win and he wins money, but his teammate, his guys win money. And I could tell that they kind of felt like they were getting irritated, like he wasn't competitive enough. It was almost like he wasn't competitive at all. He was drinking his Bud Light and laughing and like he didn't even care. It was the weirdest thing ever. You would think that Olympic medalist would be, trying so hard to win.
Right. Interesting. Unless maybe just conceded.
It was fascinating to watch.
Huh. Interesting.